Go.
Hello, I am Artosis. I am along here with Rhett and Idra, the two best foreigner players, and this is a very special little interview that we have today. You know, somehow the stars aligned, you guys came out, and I thought, this is perfect timing for a TSL interview. So first off, you two obviously the two favorites. What do you think? Are you two the two favorites? Do you feel like you're both going to meet each other in the finals of TSL as long as you don't get bracket screwed?
I think it's a good chance, but there's a lot of other good players playing, obviously. So I don't know. It's not like set in stone, but it should happen. It should happen.
I think we'll meet in the finals unless F91 knocks him out because of CBZ and stuff.
But you're definitely going to the finals? Oh, hell yeah, I like that attitude. So, with me here, this is why this is going to be so great. I have the full standings top 100 TSL. So let's go over some players. I want your guys' honest opinions on these players. You know, how they'll do, what do you think about them as players, etc. Okay, let's start. Zowsy.
Sauzi is a good player. I think he'll make it to the top 16, probably. But at that point, I think he'll lose to either round of 16 or round of 8. Maybe he'll knock out idra again. I mean, that's happened before. So I hope he can make some upsets like that, but I don't see him winning or finishing top 4.
He's good at not dying against Terrans. But
That is damn true, man.
He has an invincibility spell, so I don't know if that's really an accomplishment. He shouldn't be in second. He hasn't played any of his screen yet. I think it's all B+ foreigners, so he doesn't deserve his rank. He'll do okay.
Okay. Well, you first, Mana.
Well, he's good at bulldogging. That's about it.
Good at bulldogging.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's usually enough to carry you pretty far, though, so he could do well.
I think he's a pretty good player. He's played some Koreans on his account. He has another ICUP account that's over 10K. So, yeah, he's just a good foreigner. I don't see him winning or making top 4, but he's another guy that recently destroyed idra in a tournament, so, you know.
It's on Requiem.
He might do it again, so I'm really hoping for that. Yeah.
So, these players that destroy Hydra, let's keep going down the list, see how many of those we can get. Castro.
He's an idiot and a newbie.
He's an idiot and a newbie. What do you think about Castro?
I don't know. I like him. He doesn't make as many links as Dynut, so I can beat him.
He likes to play tournament games from his workplace, so he pauses for 15 minutes
Oh, that's right. He
every
does
game,
do that. That's pretty good.
and he lags like shit for 20 hours out of 24 hours in a day. so really, he's a good player, but I don't like anything about him.
I see. All right. We'll start with you on this one. Octzerg.
Well, I played him on the ladder, and I ended the game with 4 groups of fire bats, which is, I think, the ideal way to play against him. So, yeah.
Definitely a good Zerg I could learn from.
Could be a great,
I really respect
Because he
him.
does knock Ija out of quite a few things, doesn't
I
he?
respect
That's a nice guy,
him.
dude.
He's a nice guy. No bad words about him.
Thank you. And make sure you guys speak up. These are golden comments. I would just hate it if people couldn't hear exactly what you guys are saying. Dimaga.
No, he's actually legitimately good. You know, he plays kind of Koreanish. He has really good macro. He's fast. He's legit.
Awesome guy,
That
great
too.
player, long-term competitor, just great guy.
He is that. What a nice guy. Sen.
He's a good player, I guess. I hope he doesn't cause lag problems in the tournament because, you know, lag problems are just about the worst thing to happen in a tournament this big and this professional. So I'm hoping his connection turns out good, and if he plays a lot, he should be a contender for top 8.
I haven't actually played him at all since he came back. He used to be ridiculously good. Now I don't know.
All right. Mondragon.
Just another solid player. I mean, very famous. Not as good as he used to be, but, you know, people always say he's inactive, but he's still playing, and he's still capable of beating almost everyone, except maybe Greg. Just because, you know, Mondragon doesn't really cheese ZVT, so Greg has an edge there, but he's a strong player, still.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I don't think he's active enough to win, or I don't think he's that competitive anymore, but he'll do well.
Praetor.
just some young kid with a big mouth. No real skill.
Someone told me the other day he was in top 16. I didn't actually know who he was.
He is. No, he's a Romanian Protoss player.
I don't know. I can't imagine he's any good.
All right, how about Strelok?
Another long-term competitor. Definitely has gotten worse results over the past year. But you know, he's a competitive guy, and I'm sure he's trying hard to get back on top of his game. And you know, I wish him all the best with that because you know I like the guy. So.
I like him too, man. Yeah. Nice guy.
He has a tendency to do better than he should, so I guess that could happen again, but I don't see him in the top 16, really.
Make sure you guys are still speaking up. Quiet guys, these pro gamers, man, they're too shy to really project their voice. G5.
Definitely changed my opinion about him after I met him.
Everyone does.
He's a really nice guy in real life, and you know he's a solid player with outstanding PVT. So you know, if he plays a lot, he'll have a good chance at top 16.
I don't actually know that much about his other matchups, given how much we play. Like, obviously, his PVT can beat anyone, literally. And yeah, I'm happy he's actually doing well in this because American players don't often do that well in like foreigner tournaments. Like they don't participate in stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see more representation here.
Right. How about Deska?
Another lagging player. You know, never really played him much. Just he's got this reputation of being all in. I guess we'll see how it is when he plays his TSL games.
Yeah, he's nothing but laying all in and lurker drops. So you know.
Okay. How about Moro?
That's a funny one. You know, Moro.
Can Moro brute force his way into the top 16?
I think Moro is going to get knocked out third round of qualification.
You think he's gonna make it
But
that far?
Moro has not been playing that long, and you know, I have to commend him for improving as much as he did, and despite all the shit he got online, because of his outspokenness. You know,
Quite true.
I hope he keeps playing, and I think he'll get good.
Yeah, he's getting better.
Really?
You? What? Tell us your opinion on Moro. Come on, that's what we're doing here.
Yeah, he's kind of trash.
Kind of trash.
As far as I know, he's just 888 racks his way up there, so he's not gonna do anything.
I'm gonna skip around a little bit. We obviously can't go through 100 players, but that was the top 14. But anyways, White Rock.
Great player, great guy, just like Demaga. You know, good contender, top 4.
Yeah, he's good. He's lower than he should because he's being manly and actually playing Koreans. He'll definitely be up there, and he's one of the, maybe top 4 or 5 in the tournament, I think.
He's as manly as you can get. All right, how about this Advocate guy? You guys heard of him?
Once
Yeah,
in a
he
while.
beat Jadon, so I guess I should be worried.
You should be, man. You gotta crush any soul.
Really old school player. You know, never caused any problems. Just manner guy. You know, not much fun to say about him. He's just a good player.
Yeah, pretty much the same. One of the more solid foreign turns forever. So.
All right, how about Yeva?
Well, you can DT drop.
You can DT drop?
Yeah.
That's
pretty
is
much
that
all
enough
you
for top
need.
4, top 8? What?
Maybe top 2. I don't
Top
know.
2?
I don't know how does DT drop work for third. Because you have
Doesn't-
overloads and
doesn't-
stuff.
It
but-
doesn't.
It doesn't. So you don't think he's gonna get that far?
He'll make top 48.
Yeah.
Get knocked out in
Yeah.
one of the qualifiers.
Let's see. How about Phoenix?
Not really too sure about him. He was doing really well, just like half a year ago. But recently he's been having a little more trouble, I think. But should be able to make top 16, at least.
He seems pretty invincible against foreign Terrans.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on his draw, and he seems like someone who would have matchup weaknesses.
Yeah. All right. How about this whole hater kid,